Hi, thanks for joining. So today what I want to do is I want to show how to create views within SharePoint. So pretty much we're going to create views that'll be different from the default views, and I'm just going to show you how to create those views within a document library. The same rules apply to a list library as well, but for the interest of time and whatnot, I'm just going to start off with the document library. So real quickly, we'll go to the shared documents, and pretty much what you're looking at right now is a view. This is the all documents default view. So if we want to take a little bit, get more information on this view, we can actually click on the library subsection of this library tools pane in the ribbon bar here, and it'll show us our current view. And if we click on a drop down, if we have any other views, it would show those views as well from this drop down. But right now we just have the default all items view. This other section will take us to a section where we can pull other views that are currently existing on the site and push them over so they can be view options as though they can be options, so they can be viewable options for this particular list. Sorry if that doesn't make sense, I apologize. So in any event, so to create a view, let's just click on create a view right here. So it brings me to an area where I can choose a format. So I can either create a view like a calendar view, data sheet view, nat view, or we can create a custom view within SharePoint, which is an advanced option, which I'm not going to be going into detail today. So let's just create a standard view. So first thing I do is I need to give the view a name. So I'm just going to give it a name here. And I have the option to make this a default view. So anytime someone goes to the site, it'll automatically direct them to this Kevin view first as opposed to the all items view. So I'm just going to uncheck that. And we could also set the audience for this particular view. So I could either have it as a personal view or a public view. So I'm going to make it as a public view. And it shows you by default the columns that show within the default view. And I'm going to uncheck a couple of these, and I'm going to add some new ones. So let's add the content type, and maybe we'll add the file size, and let's leave it at that. Okay, so pretty much in this view, I'm removing some columns and I'm adding some new columns or existing columns to the view of this view. Yeah. So there's some other options here, so you can actually sort with columns within your SharePoint site. So I could sort based on the existing columns, and I could either sort via ascending or descending order. I could also filter based on the existing columns within this current view as well, or within this library. Right? So I'm not going to do any of that just yet. Maybe I'll do another video on how to utilize these options a bit more effectively within creating views and filtering and whatnot. And then there are a bunch of other options here as well, which I can go into detail in another video. So for the interest of creating a simple view, I'm just going to click OK. And then now we have our view. So again, these are all the exact same documents within this shared documents library, but now it's a different view. And if you also look at the URL, you notice that it says Kevin view as opposed to all items. Okay, so now if we go to the library, it'll show us the current view is Kevin view. If we click on the drop down, it'll now show us the default, a public view, and of course we could also configure other views if we created other views as well. And from here I can actually just switch between the views as I like. Alright, so I can just switch back and forth. So pretty much that's how you create a view. And what I did was I just went into this bottom option here, other, configure views for this location. And here I can actually add or remove hidden views. I can add hidden views, or I can remove some of the available views that are currently available within the site. Okay, it looks like you can't remove the all items. It's possibly because that's currently the default view. I'm thinking if I created the Kevin view as a default view, this all items might be able to be removed. If anyone's listening to this and they know that for sure, you can just please comment. So I'll just click on cancel, and pretty much that's it. We just created our own personal view, and yeah, I hope you guys found it interesting, and thanks for listening and watching.